Good morning, friends, and welcome. I so miss seeing your faces here in the sanctuary and in our church school classrooms. For the whole season of fall, we are going to be hearing and learning about different Bible stories. Today, we're going to be learning about the story of creation. I'm wondering, what is the biggest present that you ever got? There's something different about that gift. That gift isn't like a bicycle or a new toy. That gift is alive. Now, these are all big gifts. They're all wonderful presents. But did you know that there are some presents so big that nobody notices them? They're so huge that they're hard to see. And they're so hard to see that the only way to know that they are there is to go clear back to the beginning, or maybe a little before the beginning. In the beginning, there wasn't very much. In the beginning, well, there was nothing. Except perhaps an enormous smile. But there was no one there to see it. And then, on the first day, God gave us the gift of light. So now there is not just darkness, but there is light and dark. Now I don't just mean the light in the light bulb or the car lights at night. I don't mean just this light or that light, but I mean all the light that is light. God gave us the gift of the light that all light comes from. When God saw the light, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the first day. On the second day, God gave us the gift of water. Now I don't mean just the water in a water glass or the water in a bathtub or a shower. I don't mean just the water in a river or a lake. I don't even mean just the water in the ocean or the water that comes down from the sky in rain. I mean all of the water that is water. This is the water that all of the rest of the water comes from. This is the firmament. It divides the waters above and the waters below. When God saw the water, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the second day. On the third day, God gave us the gift of the dry land. God divided the water and the dry land. And God gave us the gift of the green and growing things. When God saw the dry land and the green and the growing things, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God gave us the gift of the day and the night. God gave us a way to count our days. Here is the great light that rules the day, the sun. And here are the lights that rule the night, the moon and the stars. When God saw the day and the night, our way to keep the time, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fourth day. On the fifth day, God gave us the gift of all the creatures that fly in the air. Not just the birds, but all of the creatures that can fly. And all the creatures that swim in the water. All of them. When God saw all of the creatures that can fly and all of the creatures that can swim, God said, "It is good." And that was the end of the fifth day. On the sixth day, God gave us the gift of all the creatures that walk upon the earth. the creatures that walk with 2 legs like you and me, and all the creatures that walk with many legs. When God saw the creatures that walk with 2 legs, and the creatures that walk with many legs, and all the gifts of the other days, God said, "It is very good." And that was the end of the 6th day. On the 7th day, God rested. And gave us the gift of a day of rest. On the 7th day, God rested and gave us a day of rest. And to remember the great gifts of all the other days. There is nothing here because people go to different places to remember the great gifts. You can put something there to show your favorite place to remember. It might be in your backyard, by a tree, in a church, or in your room. It might be in the mountains, or by the ocean, or a lake. I don't know where your place is, only you know. What I do know is that this day is special. Sometimes Christians mark it with a cross. Now I wonder, which one of these days do you like best? I wonder which day is the most important. I wonder which day you are in, or which one is especially about you. I wonder if we can leave out any one of these days and still have all the days that we need.